You're back. Conversations with Sir. So another week, another list of things I want to jump into and dissect and get into. Saw a few things. I saw the all-time video game icon Mount Rushmore. So of course I got to be different, right? So I want to do my Mount Rushmore of all-time video game icons. So that gonna talk about Rashee Rice. We're not gonna talk about Henry Ruggs in them because one of our partners on off the field that already did that. So you jump over to that and you check out what she has for y'all as she get into her stuff. I want to touch on the comments at the UFC match, but I don't want to give that my energy. But like but first. All right. So, y'all know me, Brandon, founder and CEO of SAMZSPORTZ NETWORK. Y'all know we went through SAMZSPORTZ Multimedia Network, SAMZSPORTZ Network, because we do so much more than just podcasting. We are in the communities, we are coaches, we are business owners. We do a lot of different things. So, bam. Conversations with Sir. Today I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try not to use no slides today because people be like, "Oh man, the slides you get flagged and you can't do this and you can't show that," and then this AI recognition stuff like that. It just gets you every time. So stick with me. All right. So again, getting out the way. The UFC match. The guy yelled out, "Michelle Obama's a man." Immediately. Allegedly, they tried to cut it out, messed it up. Allegedly, the orange guy down there grinning like it's funny, but it's not funny. So, out of the way. Rest in peace to Aldon Smith. In the community, doing a lot of great things. Passed away. No official reports as of yet. But I did see that his brain was down. His brain was being donated for TTE research, which is great news. Good news. So NFL world, Mahomes got 2 extra years on his contract, which now officially put him over 500. Sean Payton and the Broncos got a 5-year deal. Cam Jordan is back. He's going back to New Orleans. Rashee Rice was released from jail after doing his 30 days. So he's out. Now, what's next for Rashee Rice? Really don't know. The Jets and Joe Tippmann agreed to a 4-year deal. That 4-year deal is $66 million. With 34 guaranteed in that deal. I think Joe was a solid player for the Jets. The last year the Jets is just kind of like fell apart. that the right term? Kind of fell apart, traded some pieces away. But they had a plan. So stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. Okay. It's plan is still good until the plan don't work anymore. So I want to speak on off the field podcast. Off the field podcast is by Vanessa from Reality T. Sorry, not from Reality T. Reality Recap. Reality Recap. Um, she does a lot of a lot of recaps of reality TV. Okay, so she does a lot of reality TV, but she also is a fan of sports. So she try to merge the two, and the off the field issues with the sports players, NFL, NBA, blah blah blah. She dissects all that. She hits every single part of it. She taps onto. She does not miss a beat. She does not. She goes live. She talks about different things. She has built her own fan base. Um, but she wanted to get into the sports world, so we had a conversation about, and boom, got off the field podcast. So every 2 weeks she drops a new episode. It's a lot because the players are in the off season, so a lot of things are happening. So all DV cases, the DUIs, the speedings from Ruggs to Rice to Jacobs. She touches everything. So in the link, there will be a direct link to her page. You can go hit every single video and watch it. Comment and let her know that Same Sports sent you over there. And she'll know where you came from. So please check out the things that she got going on over there with her. What are we getting into now? Let's get into something that's not sports related. Okay. Um, y'all see that B2 bomber that crashed on the runway after it took off, killing 8 people? Like, I think that was crazy. Like, as soon as you took off, the B2 bomber just boom crashed down. That's a lot. It happened over in California. I seen the video. It took off and just went down. Don't know, but it's going to be a lot of investigations. Military plane, military base. They're going to try to keep it in house and give us what we need to know. So you got to do your own research. Read between the lines. Brazil. In Brazil. Let me get the correct information for y'all because I don't want to. Of course, it's not right here when I need it to be right here. Nope. All right. In Brazil, there was a lady, 21-year-old woman, name does not need to be announced because that's not important at the time. She was bungee jumping. No, I think we should say her name. I think we should say her name because of the fact of what happened. Like, it's not nothing tragic or we trying to pitch shame. But so the lady name, I think it was Maria. She was 21 years old. She went bungee jumping off the it's called the Skeleton Bridge. She went bungee jumping off the Skeleton Bridge, and 3 people were there. I'm gonna say workers. Nobody attached to cord. One person had her under her arms, one person had her by her feet. They walked us to the edge like they do each and every person. I seen how it looks before. On a regular day, I seen that. But this day, tied up, one person stood back with his arms folded, threw her off. Nothing to restrict her fall, nothing to slow her down. Just none of that. Yeah. They said people was detained. People was detained. I think I last time I saw 6 people that were arrested. I seen something that said two of them ran, right? Two of them, I guess, tried to run for whatever reason. I don't know. Her husband, fiance, was there with her the whole time, witnessed the whole thing. But in the video, I don't speak Spanish fluently. So if people saying a bunch of different things, I don't know if somebody tried to warn them or not, but it was just crazy. Like, you put on the straps and you clamp the vest, and one person going over, three people watching or working at one spot, and that's too many mistakes. And then you got 10, 20 people just standing around. Like, it's inexcusable. 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 So it's my opinion. But let's go over to the NBA. My man June Pierre and his New York Knicks have won the NBA championship. 53 years, man. 53 years. The drought is over. New York, New York. I'm not a big basketball fan. I'm a fan of good basketball. I'm a fan of LeBron. I like Bron. But I'm not a fan of basketball. So I maybe watch 10 games out the whole season. But the Knicks did win 4-1. Wemby was out there going off. Cat won a few games for them. Brunson won a few games for them. But at the end of the day, the Spurs was up in every single game. Like, and sometimes you got to ride the clock. Like, sometimes you got to ride the clock, like, especially that 29-point game. And I seen them saying the guy took the ball, he shouldn't have shot it, just ran the clock up. It's a lot of different things. Like, some of them games was like real close, so they went in blowouts. They could have went either way. You know what I mean? So, not a knock on the Spurs because you did get to the championship, but the West was a powerhouse, the dominant side. Is that the proper term for it? It was a dominant side. So there was a lot of question marks that goes into that. There are a lot of question marks that go into that. What's going to happen next year with Fox and Wemby staying ain't going no damn way. But a lot of people calling for his head. Like, he's not a bad player. He had a bad game, 7 points. You know what I mean? He had a bad game. Maybe you had 2 bad games. You know what I mean? But the finals is different. The pressure on your shoulders. The playoffs is different. The pressure on your shoulders. But shout out to the Knicks and Brunson. They won. They did what they supposed to do. They wanted them more. So, you know what I mean? What we gonna do? What we gonna do about it? It's gonna take some time. I hope I can explain this right. The all-time icon list, video game icon list. 4 games, right? Mount Rushmore got 4 hits, so we're gonna add 4 games onto the Mount Rushmore list, right? How do you do that? How do you only add 4 games onto the Mount Rushmore list? So trying to do that is kind of rough. So the original post had Sonic, Pac-Man, I want to say Kirby. No, Mario, sorry. Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, and asked who was missing. I decided to do away with all that. So, and make my own. So, not in no particular order, right? Number 1 was Pikachu. Pikachu, not Pikachu. Pokemon Yellow, but Pikachu. I like Pokemon Yellow on Game Boy. I played Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. The way my job I work at now, some of the kids still come through with their Pokemon cards, and I open up, I look at them, see what they got, the holographics. I don't know how to really tell if they worth any money or not because I never took care of mine to see if they was worth any money. So, do with that as you please. But Pokemon Yellow, it was the ultimate face the pop culture game. You had Pokemon Red, you had Blue, but when Yellow came out, it was different. You know what I mean? You get the Pikachu, the Charmander, the Bulbasaur, but then Pokemon Yellow, you got that Pikachu. You know what I mean? You got that Pikachu. And Pikachu just was the face of the franchise. Was it Pikachu the face of the franchise? I think so. I think we can all say that, right? And walked around with you. So that was the start of it, though. You know what I mean? That was the start of the game. Um, that was the start of it. Then it went to gold and silver. I played all the gold and silver, but that's when they went away from that first 151. When they got away from that first 151, they added the next group with the next 100 or so. It was cool, but once they kept going, they kept going, and kept going. It got like played out because you got three, they had three evolved forms. Now they got a baby version, then they can go again now, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. But again, like it's still pushing it. So um I think Pokemon deserve to be on the list, right? So um the second one for me, and this is Call of Duty Warzone, the original Warzone for Call of Duty. 2022. 2022. I think it was 20, whenever the pandemic happened. The pandemic happened in May, April, one of them two. And then Warzone dropped early when they told everybody to stay home. Warzone dropped. And that's all we did. That's all we did. That's how we got through the pandemic, playing Warzone with the crew. You had to have a crew, but you only could have 4 people in your squad. So then you really had like 6 because everybody was home. Everybody was a part of the crew going offline. So you could only play with your 4 people, but one person know you online, so they know how to check because Warzone don't let you hide offline. Call of Duty don't let you hide offline. They show you, yeah, he in the game. So you got to know how to look. So it was cool. We had the squad. It was Nick, me, Top, it was Nell, it was Stacks, and it was Desmond, and it was the kids sometimes, and we just rotating. Ian was in there, a ghost was in there. Um Kilo, try hard. Kilo was in there. And we had fun, man. It was cool. But then they started changing stuff, and the new one was okay. But then I think by the time they really got to the next season, the world started opening up. We started learning how to get in the bunkers and things like that. So it was, man, the pandemic helped. Warzone helped us get through the pandemic. It definitely helped us get through the pandemic. We were not gonna say that we wouldn't survive, but we definitely want to thank Call of Duty, Activision, whoever is behind it. Thank you for Warzone because we needed that. We needed that. All right. Um, for our SC. That's the squad name. 4 Real Shooters. 4 RSC. 4 Real Shooters with a Z. 4 RSC. That's the squad name. Don't play with us. All right. We bout that work. All right. Get your squad together. Send the invite. As Top says, rest in peace to my man Charles. Charles has since passed away since Warzone came out. But and man, I always say, man, send the invite. It's just so send the invite. All right. Send the invite. We're gonna make it do what it do. All right. Send the invite. So the third one I want to get into is and I'm kind of stuck on the name because it was such a long time ago. Uh there was a wrestling game, PS2. And I want to say it's SmackDown versus Raw, but I believe it was Here Comes the Pain. Um, but I'm not 100% sure which one I really, really just liked. But I believe it was Here Comes the Pain. Um, but it keeps SmackDown vs. Raw keep popping up in my head. But even though it was so many SmackDown vs. Raws, but Here Comes the Pain was what was that? Here comes the pain. Um, Here Comes the Pain was that for me. Um, in high school, we just played. In high school, my mother was like, "Oh, I want to buy my house. I'm not there." So we had the TV, we had the adapter with the extended pieces and the extended cord. So what we did was the TV was in the house, the game was in the house, but all my friends were on the porch and we all played through the window. Please. Oh man, what a time to be alive. We had some fun, man. We had fun back then playing wrestling. That's when wrestling was easy, man. You block, you gotta push the button to block, not tap 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 tap. That's stupid. You push one button to block, you get your finish, and you do your finish, and you go like it. It was so much simpler back then. It was so much simpler. It was so. Pokemon Yellow, Warzone, and Here Comes the Pain. Right, that's a Game Boy. That's not a console exclusive. And then there's PS2. Here Comes the Pain was on PS2. So I saved the best for last. Halo 2. Halo 2 came out. I think the internet playing online had just came about. I think that really just came about for consoles. Let me tell you exactly what happened. I got a new job. Was it a new job? I don't know if it was a new job or not, but I had a job. Comcast, sorry, the internet people were supposed to come like early in the morning. They showed up like 30 minutes late or something. So I need that internet. All right, I wanted to know what that Xbox Live was like. I waited. I came, hooked it up. My job is 5 or 10 minutes away. I already called and told you I was going to be late. So, I got online. I'm going to get this first game in. And you got to sign up for this and get all this stuff like that, updates and things like that. So, boom, had to hit that, get it out the way. But I got online. That first game, I came in second place with 20 kills. I knew I was like that. Since then, I knew I was like that. When Halo 2 came out, I knew I was like that in Halo. You can't fuck with me in Halo 4Z. Send the invite. All right, I got Infinite downloaded right now. Halo 5, got it downloaded right now. Don't play about the Halo. It's downloaded right now. You don't think so? Send the invite. Send it on over. But man, Halo 2 was that game, yo. Oh, I ain't even talking about the numbers it sold. We just had fun in Halo 2. The original Halo was fun. We definitely had fun with that one. Playing with the elite in the building, making them run around and get us. Halo 2 brought out the dualies, the scarabs. Man. Oh man. Halo is an awesome franchise. And I did see that they dropping the next one July 28th. Birthday on the 27th. I'm gonna have that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that up out there. So let me make sure I hit everything I was supposed to hit. The Seahawks got their rings. Nice rings too. Clink, clink thing, come off, pop it, come out on the side. Oh, oof, man, that's huge. Venus and Serena are coming out of retirement. So something I can't get flagged for, right? Let me put this up on the screen because I want everyone to know about this. Oh, that's not right. God darn it. All right. Reconnected Families, powered by the word. This is to be the 4th episode. This one is the reflection of the union, right? So Reconnected Families, what we do is we talk about issues in our community. We talk about solutions to the issues. but we back it up with what the word says. What does the word say you should do about your kids? What the word say you should do when people keep using and abusing you? What does the word say about your kids showing off in school? What does the word say about your kids living and dabbing in different things now? What does the word what the word says about your boss getting on your nerves? But we have conversations about it. Let's really sit down and really have a real conversation about it. Let's have a conversation about what's really going on in the world and how we look at things, and sometimes be our mindset. So I definitely reached out to a relationship coach, Miss Letitia Hardison. um I definitely reached out to her about it, and she agreed. So this is my first one having a co-host, so that I'm excited about that. um we've got some ideas together. So, but she has her own script, and I have my own script. We got the core topics. We're going to hit. We're going to hopefully have a great turnout, and it'd be awesome. And then we go on about our business, and we give someone something they can learn. So, Saturday, I host the first men's Bible study over at the Star. So we have men's Bible study be back over at the Star every other Wednesday, which is this up next week. I host the Lighthouse Bible study that's on Zoom and YouTube every Monday, 8 o'clock, doing Husband in Christ podcast. All right. On Tuesdays, June and B off the top sports. The last 2 weeks, Dennis did a talk your ish on Thursday. So I don't know his work schedule flip flop. I know he did it the last few weeks. I don't know if he's just a permanent schedule now. I really got to get with him for confirmation for that. Check out the Sam Sports magazine. It just dropped yesterday. So this issue just dropped yesterday. There's a lot of good information in there. Shout out to one of our partners, DM. DM is a trainer, a real good football coach, one of the biggest names in Jersey. He does a lot of good work. His DM Monstars, as he call his kids, they have been at all the camps. Coach's Corner has not returned because DM has been personally taking his kids to camp. Your parents not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Your coach is not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. That's how much he invests back in his community. So he has an article in there about investing in your kids before you invest in their future. So he just gives you a bunch of gems. Like if you sit down and have a conversation with DM, I mean, telling you, he'll blow your mind. But he has a DM recruiting course. It's a virtual course. There's a ebook course, and we're working on an in-person course as well. Right now, the ebook course is available on Amazon. You can go on there, you can get it. The last episode, I told y'all about all the books and stuff I got. If you're looking for any of that, it's in the Sand Sports magazine. Everything we do is in the magazine. All right, the Reconnected families in the magazine. DM in the magazine. Off the field in the magazine. Everything is in the magazine. Husbands in Christ and the magazine. Everything is in the magazine. So again, I'm gonna put that in the thing too. So we're gonna check out the magazine. We're gonna check out all the partners and the sponsors and the affiliates, and we're gonna do all the good stuff. So I thank y'all for y'all time today. I'm trying to keep these under 30 minutes. Maybe now they might go off when football season really kick off. Especially when the Ravens goes that championship run. Y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be in trouble. So I thank y'all for y'all time, y'all energy, y'all effort. Um, I just thank y'all, man. So if you're in my area, get out and vote. Voting is going on right now. So I suggest you get out and vote. I can't tell you what to do. I can't make you do anything. I just suggest you get out and vote. Thank you. We love you. Good night.